we're gonna look at a scenario where civilization starts over. This is the beginning of a collab civilization started a wicso, and episode 2 is gonna be posted on the next channel. When it comes out, I'll put it in. I'll just say the link in the comments. And anyways, let's get into this scenario. So first of all, civilization will begin in Romania/Bulgaria. And also I got this map kinda off of Apple Pie Guy. Anyways, so they begin to explore into these areas and they set up civilization right here in South and North in South Romania and North Bulgaria. They will set up their capital right here, with also a major city right there. Boom. And more exploration will be happening over here into Ukraine and down into, well, the Southern Balkans. Basically, they will be exploring more. They meet the mountains over here. I think it's the Carpathian Mountains. They aren't able to cross those mountains yet, and they will be making an expansion. And that expansion will be looking something like this. Boom. The Romanians basically become this big, and they will be exploring more into Ukraine. They eventually explore all of Crimea, and they will decide to expand over into Ukraine. They will look something like this. Ukraine and taking all Romania. Next up, they're gonna be exploring more of Romania and more of Ukraine. They do pretty well also exploring this. I think it's the Sea of Azov. Anyways, they also explore more into Bulgaria and southern Romania, meeting the Carpathian Mountains border. And they do pretty well also exploring over in more into like the Caucasus and meeting the Caucasian Mountains. And they're gonna make an even bigger expansion, which will look something like after I just draw in this entire border. Something like this. So they take most of southern Romania, most of northern Bulgaria, and expand into the Caucasus a little bit. They're now going to be exploring more of this area, just so they can connect up the two areas over here. And they managed to do that. So now they look something like this, and also they take more of this. Also, what is that? They will also go into Caucasian Russia basically, and they look like this. Well, explore more of the Black Sea until there's going to be a split in the country happening. Over here in Ukraine, in Crimea, rebels will pop up to have a separate state for the country. They quickly pop up over here and quickly they consolidate support over here, and well, the king will just allow the split to happen and the country will be split like this. Also, they'll take this. So now they'll have their new capital, which will be right here in Crimea. And well, we already have 2 new countries. And now we are going to see the Romanians expand more, go past the Carpathian Mountains, and they now explore more. Now well, the only part they don't know is the Carpathian Mountains. And well, basically they know everything except this. But they know somehow all of this for some reason. They just don't know like the high areas. But they slowly begin to somehow explore it, and well, eventually it's fully explored. And now they will be expanding into the Balkans, and they'll take a while now expanding. So they'll be expanding quite a lot. They'll be able to take all of Romania. Wow. Anyways, now Ukraine will be expanding. They will expand up north, and they'll only take out this one, exploring even more. Now we're exploring and taking quite a lot of land, except for they even managed to reach up with the Caspian Sea, except they don't explore the Caucasus. It's hard to explore right there. And more of the Black Sea is somehow discovered, and well, they explore along the Caspian coast until they land, and also set up an official border over here. So what they'll be doing is taking about and the border will be looking like that after I put it in. Quite a lot. The Romanians, wanting to be pretty large, will expand again, and this time they'll expand about this much. They'll take this much and expand where Ukraine modernly is, and it will be taken the Romanians. Better, and take all of this one, and well, we're now gonna see something happen in the blue team. That is a rebellion popping up, and they want their independence from the blue team, so they'll declare their independence, and The king isn't ready to fight a war just like when he was. They'll let this country go in tree. And their capital. Well, first I gotta put down a major city so it can be a capital. So the major city will be put right here on that major city. Right now, the capital is right on the Caspian Sea, and well, there's 3 countries now, and well, we're gonna see some more expansion by the Romanians, which will explore more, eventually meeting up with the Adriatic, and they'll do this well, and they'll meet up with the Allies, but they now know all. And they're gonna take about part of it, if this can work, and then, well, they're gonna expand, they take even more land, they'll meet up with the Adriatic, and they'll take this after. I can just, anyway, well, this much land away from, well, this unexplored area, and when the population hits about a relative size, I'm not gonna say because I'm not good at saying what the population can be. There's gonna be a split, and the Romanians will guarantee them exist. They're now plopped onto them in basically down Asia, or their capital. Let's see where it's gonna. It's gonna be put about right here. And boom, the country now has its capital right on the coast. And now we have 4 nations, but we now are going to be exploring. We finally cross it. We're going to cross into Anatolia, and they'll do pretty well even exploring all of this. We're going to be exploring pretty much all of Greece basically, and there's going to be a new country put in Anatolia and Greece basically. Well, Anatolia and Greece, not basically. And well, their country is going to put right about here, taking the rest of this land here and setting their country up. Now, let's see where they put their capital. They put their capital right about in Albania. Or wrong side. Albania, which will make a city right there. And that's actually gonna do it for today's you enjoyed it. This is the first episode of the collab series, which the next episode will be shown on the next one's channel. And bye. Thanks for watching, and also subscribe.